Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel SK Tech. In my previous video, we have seen what is object and class and how we can create the class and how we can create the object and how we can initialize the variable. So in my previous video, we have seen two ways of initializing the value, right? First way is like in some other class like in demo, where we are seeing like demo class is able to access the variable and initialize it. So that was violate the security of the data. So we have seen another way of initializing the variable is like creating itself, we initialize it. So then again we have seen the problem while initializing the value in this way. We have created two objects. One is Raju, another one is Sita. And when we are printing it, it is printing the same value for both. In today's video, we are going to see the third way. So the third possibility of initializing is using the constructor. Okay, so let's see what is constructor. So constructor is similar to the method that is used to initialize the instance variable, and the sole purpose of the constructor is to initialize the instance variable. So this is how we can write it. So there are some characteristic of the constructor. Basically, the first is like constructor names and class names should be same. So if you see here, we have created the class name as person. So if we create the constructor, that should be also like this. So this is the syntax. Here it should be the class name, then the braces, and then curly braces. Okay, so all the constructor names should be end with the pair of the simple braces, like starting curly braces and closing curly braces. So this is how we can create the person class of the constructor. So second properties of the constructor is like constructor may have or may not have the parameter. For example, parameter in the sense parameters are variable to receive the data from outside into the constructor. So if you see here, we are not providing any parameter of this constructor class, right? So if constructor does not have any parameter, it is called as default constructor. So if you observe in our programs earlier, here this person class constructor, we have not created any constructor. So this is called default constructor. Even though if you are not creating it, Java internally is going to place inside the class. That is why we are able to use this constructor. So that is called the first is default constructor. So if a constructor has one or more parameters, it is called parameterized constructor. So that is something like this. We can provide the parameter while creating the constructor itself. Like we can provide the instance variable, and this will be useful when we create the instance, and during the creation of the instance only we want to initialize the value. So that we will see with the help of the example also. So let's see what are the third property of the constructor. So third property of the constructor is like constructor does not return any value. Since we have observed like constructor is similar to the method, but method can return or does not return, right? But constructor cannot return any value. Even if you write here void, that is also not valid for this. So if method does not return any value, we usually write void, right? Like how we have seen here. Even though this method is not returning anything, we are writing like void. But in case of constructor, we no need to write it basically, because constructor does not return any value. That is the property of the constructor. Next property of the constructor is like constructor is automatically called and executed at the time of creating the object. So if we are creating the instance of the person class, it is automatically used and executed by the JVM. Even since we have not created, Java automatically created the default constructor, and that is what we are using it here like this, right? We have used here person Raju equal to new person. Here it means default constructor is called. When we use the another constructor, if we define inside the class, that is nothing but the parameterize, we can use like this. So how we can use it? Let's go to the program and modify it here. So as of now, since we have not provided any constructor, JVM is creating default constructor. So let's say if we provide it. So how do we provide it? Like person, then here some argument. So what kinds of argument we can provide here? Basically, we need to provide the instance variable argument. So let's say name, and what are the age. So what is happening here when you, since here we are using the default constructor, right? Earlier, since we are not having any parameterized constructor, now if you see, we have created the parameterized constructor now. So it is started giving the error. It is showing like expecting two argument but found zero, because now default constructor is not available. Default constructor is only available either you can create the default constructor if you are creating the parameterized constructor, then only it is going to available. Otherwise, if you have created any constructor, default constructor is not going to be placed by the JVM automatically. So that is why, since we have created the parameterized constructor, it is throwing error like it is expecting two argument. That is means it is calling this parent, this constructor, not the default one. Okay, so what it is expecting here is expecting like two argument you have to pass it. So let's say we have passed here like Raju, and let's say age we have passed like 32. Okay, so what is happening here, when you pass this value, it is going to pass to this constructor. Okay, and after passing it, what it is going to do, that we need to write it here. So we need to write something like this, and then name equal to name, this dot age equal to age. So this is the keyword that we will discuss in later point of time. Overview is like this keyword is going to point the variable name that is available inside the class, and this name, whatever the value that we are providing, it is going to assign to this variable that is for this class variable. Similarly for the age. So now let's see what is throwing some exception here. Now again, since here we are using default constructor, so let's give here some different value. So here we can give like something Sita, and let's say age we are giving 22. Okay, so in this way we can use the constructor to create the instance of the class and also to initialize it. So in this way, what will happen, if you run this program, it is going to print the different value for Raju and different value for Sita. Yeah, so if you see here, for Raju object it is printing different value, and Sita object it is printing different value, because that is because the property of the constructor. So constructor is called and executed only once per object. Means when this constructor is called, it is going to call only once for this parameterized constructor and assign the value, whatever the value that we are passing it here. And then when we created the another instance or another object of the person class with a different value, again this is going to call this constructor, parameterized constructor, and assign the different value. So that is why it is printing the different value for Sita, and this is the best way, right? In earlier ways we seen that if the value is assigned here only, so if you're creating multiple instance, it is printing the same value. But now we are creating the different instance and we are expecting like it should print the different value. So that is what it is printing the different value. Don't worry about the constructor basic concept. Basically here we have seen basic concept of the constructor. We will discuss in detail in later point of time. So this is the third way of initializing the variable value. So now we have seen there are two types of constructor. First constructor is like default constructor, second one is like parameterized constructor. So let's see what are the some basic difference between the parameterized constructor and default constructor. So very first difference is like default constructor which takes no argument is known as default constructor. A constructor which takes one or more argument is known as parameterized constructor. That is what we are seeing here, right? In our previous slide, like person, this is not taking any argument, means it is a default constructor. If it is taking some argument, it can be one, two, or more. That then it is called as parameterized constructor. Second difference is like compiler insert a default no arg constructor after compilation if there is no explicit constructor is defined in the class, right? That is what we have seen in case of person class. Earlier we have not defined any constructor. It was internally JVM is inserted one default constructor without any argument, right? But when parameterized constructor are defined in the class, then programmer need to define the default no arg constructor explicitly if required, right? In our case here we have defined parameterized constructor, but we have not defined default constructor. So when we are using it, the default constructor here, it was throwing exception, because since programmer already has defined the parameterized constructor, if he need, he can define explicitly the default constructor also, because in this case JVM is not going to insert it automatically. Third difference is like no need to pass any parameter while constructing new object using the default constructor. And in case of parameterized, at least one or more parameter need to be passed. while constructing new object using the argument constructor. That is what we are doing here. We are passing the value since this is a parameterized constructor. In case of earlier, it was the default constructor. We are not passing the value. Fourth difference is like default constructor is used to initialize the object with same data. That is what we have seen when we have provided the value here itself and we are creating the two different objects. It was initializing the same data, whatever the value it was provided here, not the default value or the no argument value. But in case of parameterized constructor are used to create the distinct object with the different data. That is what it is happening here. We are providing different value, so this object is created and initialized with this value only. When we created the Sita object, it has provided the Sita data and initialized it, and that's what it is printing different data for this object and different data for this object. So this is the basic difference between the default constructor and parameterized constructor. We have also seen like this parameterized constructor or the constructor is similar to the method itself, right? But with this some basic difference. So let's see what are the basic difference between the methods and constructor. So very first difference is like a constructor is used to initialize the instance variable of a class. The sole purpose of the constructor is like is used to initialize the state of an object, right? That is what we have seen. But method is used to expose some behavior of an object, not the initialization, because here we are calling the methods, right? Talk method, and this responsibility is like what are the implementation is written inside this method, that is only it is going to perform. This is the first difference. Second difference is like constructor must not have a return type, but method must have a return type. So if you see in here, even though this method is not returning, it is having some return type, that is called void. Void means it is not going to return anything. But in case of constructor, it should not have any return type. So that is the second difference. Next difference is like constructor is invoked explicitly. Method is so this is something not called difference. Basically, this is the similarity. Constructor also we are calling explicitly here in the demo class, right? And method is also we are calling explicitly. So this is something called similarity between the constructor and method. Next point is like Java compiler provides a default constructor if you don't have any default constructor in a class, but method is not provided by the compiler in any case. So this is the difference between the constructor and methods. Fourth point is like constructor name must be same as the class name, but method name may or may not have the same as the class name. So because here if you see talk, we have given different name, but person we cannot give any person one here, because in that case this is not called as a constructor. If you observe here, what it is saying that invalid method declaration. Even though we are thinking like this is a constructor, it is treating like a method and it is expecting some return type. So that's why math constructor name should be same as the class name, but method name can be class name or it can be any names. Like here we are given talk, even we can give person, and here we can use the person only. If you run this program, so if you observe the output, it is printing, right? So this is also a valid case. So method name may be or may not be the same name as the class name, but constructor name must be the same as the class name. That is what we have seen with the example also. So these are some couple of the differences between the constructor and methods in Java. Okay, so that's all for the today's video. So in next video we are going to discuss about the methods in Java in detail. So stay tuned, we'll meet you soon. Thank you.